When did someone go way too far for revenge? Mrs. Henderson ran our HOA like it was a private kingdom, and she was the queen. Clipboard in hand, she'd stroll the sidewalks, measuring lawns with a literal ruler, taking photos of infractions like trash cans left out 5 minutes too long. Everyone hated it, but nobody wanted to deal with her. Too much drama, too many fines. Then Ben moved in. Single dad, early 30s, worked double shifts at the hospital, just trying to start fresh with his 8-year-old daughter, Emma. He was quiet, polite, kept to himself. His only crime? Being too tired to repaint his mailbox or pull his trash bin in on time. Henderson pounced. $200 fine for faded mailbox paint. $100 for his recycling bin being out too long. Another $100 because he missed an HOA meeting. He was home taking care of a sick Emma. Then came the chalk incident. Emma drew a hopscotch board on their own driveway. Innocent, right? Henderson posted a notice on the community board calling it property defacement and shamed Ben as a disrespectful tenant who should seek housing more suited to his lifestyle. Basically told the neighborhood he didn't belong. Ben didn't yell, didn't argue, just quietly scrubbed the chalk off and paid the fine like it didn't eat him alive. But then he started baking. Every weekend, Ben and Emma walked around with plates of cookies, chocolate chip, snickerdoodle, peanut butter, and handed them out neighbor to neighbor. He offered to mow lawns, helped Mrs. Garcia carry groceries, fixed a broken fence for the Johnsons without being asked. Teenagers liked him because he let them hang with his dog and didn't freak out about skateboards or music. Within 2 months, Ben was everyone's favorite neighbor. Mrs. Patterson called him that sweet young man. Mr. Williams said Ben was more helpful than anyone in 30 years. Even the busy families were asking him before calling the HOA. He became the unofficial guy for everything. Lost pets, missing packages, garden tips, you name it. Then he announced he was running for HOA president. Henderson laughed. She'd been in charge for 8 years. Nobody ever ran against her. She assumed no one would dare. But she underestimated something big. Ben had listened. He knew Mrs. Garcia couldn't afford the mandatory landscaping fees. Knew the Johnsons were too proud to ask for help. New families were sick of being fined for letting their kids play in the street. And he'd built relationships with every single one of them. Election day? Ben won 43-7. Absolute slaughter. Henderson was forced to hand over all HOA documents and the financial records she guarded like a dragon hoard. That's when Ben discovered the real dirt. Turns out, for years, Henderson had been collecting fees for things that never existed. Thousands for a playground upgrade that never happened. Hundreds a year for pool maintenance. There wasn't even a pool. She was paying her own landscaping company with HOA funds. Total embezzlement. Ben didn't go public. He didn't gloat. He documented everything. Then he submitted it to the state attorney general's office. Henderson was investigated for fraud, fined over $15,000, and banned from ever serving on any HOA board again. She sold her house and left the neighborhood quietly in the middle of the night. Ben still lives next door, still bakes cookies every Saturday, still walks Emma to school, but now he does it from the president's house.